She's not rejecting you. She's rejecting the moment with you. If you're having trouble with women because you're getting rejected often, let me help you by saying that you need to understand this core concept about approaching. Approaching in sales have so many commonalities. And so I want to share that with you that one distinct commonality you will see between approaching and sales is that in a sale, the way you package your product is just as important as how good the product is. So you may be great boyfriend material, but the girl doesn't know that until she goes on a few dates with you. And to actually get those dates with the girl, you have to, for one, approach her, but two, when you approach her, you have to do it in a way where she receives your packaging, like she receives the early presentation of you enough and says, wow, I really liked how this guy showed up today. I liked the vibe I felt from him, and I liked the interaction we had. I think I will take the next step in this sales process by going on a date with him or allowing him to have my number and text me. And if he does a good job there, then I'll go on a date with him. And then if he does a good job there, then I'll go on a second date with him. And so on and so forth until she decides to fully buy the product, which would be essentially sleeping with you or being your girlfriend. And let me give you an analogy so you can see this in real time. Imagine that you're a door-to-door salesman and you sell vacuums. I need you to understand something about approaching and rejection. It's not just presenting yourself in the best way possible, because you could take a model who is super fit, super handsome, super good with women, knows everything about approaching and dating women, super, super confident, and he's still going to get rejected often. Often. And I'll explain to you why with this sales analogy. If you're a salesman going door to door selling vacuums, well, here's the thing. You're going to get rejected a lot because a lot of people already have vacuums. A lot of people who don't have vacuums don't have carpet. So you're going to meet girls who already have boyfriends. Now, I've heard the argument that if a girl tells you she has a boyfriend, that she could be lying to you. She's just saying that because your approach was so bad, she had to give you a hard rejection, which is just saying she has a boyfriend. So she's saying some guy's going to come beat you up if you follow her, or you're creepy, or you don't take the rejection well. Don't mess with me. I've got a boyfriend. But I don't subscribe to this very hard. I think most girls, if you're approaching well, are telling you they have boyfriends because they actually have boyfriends. I think if girls are not interested and let me just say, even if that's not true, even if they are lying and telling you they have a boyfriend to get you to go away, she's still rejecting you because that is a hard rejection. That is her putting up this big barrier that says, hey, well, I am not available, so you should not be interacting with me. Okay, now you didn't know, so I'm going to take it easy on you, but now you know. So don't mess with me. I have a boyfriend. Now, if she really has a boyfriend, she's rejecting you. If she doesn't have a boyfriend, what are you going to do? Are you going to pull that information out of her and get her to admit that she's lying to get you to go away? No. You're going to just accept that she has a boyfriend, so just move on. Now, that's a different topic for a different conversation, but I want to say in this situation that her having a boyfriend is like, in the sales analogy, her having a vacuum. She doesn't need your service or product because she already has one. Now, you may be a better one. You may be presenting a better one. But if she tells you, no thanks, I already have a vacuum. Well, this vacuum is better. They're rejecting you. They're saying, I have a vacuum, no thanks. So that's where the similarity differs a little bit. Like a girl telling you she has a boyfriend is not saying, yeah, show me that your product is better than the product I already have. She's not going to come to you and complain about her boyfriend. But they might complain about the vacuum. Well, I got a vacuum, but it just doesn't work as well as it could. And so that's also the thing. When you package up your product, when you display yourself to a girl, you want to display yourself at the highest value that you can, right? And it's the same with if you were displaying your vacuum. You're not going to bring her a year-old, partially used vacuum and say, let me test it out on your carpet. Let me show you what this vacuum can do, because the vacuum is not in pristine condition. It may not deliver the result during the sale that you need it to deliver. Everyone knows that a vacuum is going to deteriorate after they use it a lot of times, and in a year, the vacuum's not going to be what it used to be. Everyone knows that, but they don't know to what degree, how quickly does that time come? Okay, how long does the vacuum stay pristine? Does the vacuum even work from the beginning is a first question, but once we know that, we don't know how long it's going to take until we actually use it. So you just have to sell me enough to show me this vacuum is good enough to get into your home and to work for now, at least. Okay, if I show you that and it does a great job, at least in this moment, I might be able to sell you on the vacuum. And it's the same thing with approaching a girl. You don't want to be your most raw, unfiltered, authentic self in the moment that you meet the girl, because the reality is you need to show her the best packaging you have of yourself. And then the more raw and real you are, that will come out over time as you start going on more dates, getting to know each other better. She's going to stop wearing makeup. She's going to do the same thing. She's literally going to do the same thing. She's going to stop wearing makeup around you. She's going to stop making sure her breath is perfect to kiss you. She's just going to kiss you, right? You're going to do the same thing. You're going to kind of pull back on the brakes a little bit, be less amazing than you are when you first meet her. Because when you're first meeting her, you're trying to impress her. You're trying to show her the best qualities of you so she can see, wow, this is the best version of him. Now, they might not think that in the moment, but you want to show the best version of yourself, just like with the vacuum, so that you have the best opportunity of moving the sale forward to the potential table where you're going to either sleep with her, if that's your only goal, which I don't promote that. That's what fuckboys do. Meeting girls and interacting with girls just to sleep with them is some fuckboy stuff. I don't really, if that's your goal, that's your goal, but I don't really prescribe to that. Or the real sale, which is you want her to be your girlfriend, right? And to get to that point, you need to be the best version of yourself to get to that point. And then she, as a normal human being who's going to do the same thing, understands that you're going to back off the brakes a little bit. You're going to be less conscious of your outfits. You're going to be less quick to put on cologne. You're going to take care of yourself slightly less. Now, I'm not saying go totally off the rails, sweatpants, sitting and watching Netflix with her all day. That is a different conversation. I don't agree with that as a man, that you should be doing that, completely changing your life once you're in a relationship. That is actually a great way to damage your relationship. But that's for a totally different video. In this video, I wanted to get the concept across to you guys that when you're getting rejected in the way that you present yourself early into the process, understanding that this is a sales process and that the vacuum or the person that you're presenting needs to be in pristine condition for those early stages of the relationship. And then you can kind of pull back a little bit. The vacuum is going to work a little bit less properly as it does early on. It's just a matter of, does it still work really well? Right? And are you still a great boyfriend even after some time goes by? Now, if you're trying to overcome this and you're struggling with approach anxiety or just landing more dates with girls, you can schedule a call to work with me one-on-one at the link down below. And we could talk about your situation and how we can overcome this challenge and get you to the dream life that you really want to have in your dating life. Okay, that's something you're interested in. Click the link down below, schedule a call with me, and I'll talk to you soon. Otherwise, that's all for this video, guys. See you in the next one. Peace.